God, I love you, Joe. You're a good man. You're a stud fighter. You. All right, I'm going to give some background here so I can have some context in the way I look at this. First off, Joe Schilling is my favorite kickboxing fight that I ever refereed. I've refereed quite a few kickboxing fights. Joe Schilling fought Marcus Simon. I want to say it was in Glory. It was at the L.A. Forum. I'm not sure if it was Glory 17, I think. But, man, what a fight. Marcus Simon at the time from Canada. Marcus was 39-0-1 at the time of that fight. And Joe and him went at it. Joe won the first round, clearly wins it. He gets knocked down by Marcus in the second round, so he loses that round 10-8. Comes back in the third round, and he wins the round, which makes it a draw on all the scorecards, which in Glory then says you go to a sudden victory round, meaning round 4, and Joe Schilling was putting it on Marcus Simon. Marcus was spitting out his mouthpiece trying to get, time. Finally, I took a point from him during the damn overtime, but then he got knocked unconscious right at the end by Joe Schilling. Just an amazing fight. These guys were going after it. They were landing huge shots, big knees inside, because Glory, you have to understand, they don't want this clinch work. They want, if you're going to get in a clinch, you have to be busy right away and continuously throwing an offensive attack. Once that offensive attack slows down at all, they want the referee to come in, break them, separate them, and get the action going again. So it was a phenomenal fight. And so I love Joe Schilling as a fighter. I love him as a person. He's a good guy, but he definitely is not someone you want to screw with. He doesn't play around. He doesn't have that, hey, it's okay attitude. In watching what I just saw, I'm going to say this. First off, I am questioning, why was Mr. Shirt and Tie being filmed, and he looks like he's inebriated. You can kind of see it just by the way he's going, but he moves into Joe. Now, that's not a reason for Joe to hit him. I'm not saying it is, but I guess this is a waiter in the black. He comes up, and that guy moves over towards him, and then Joe turns around, and you can see, and I'm not saying again, this is not the reason to do it. I have been in this same situation. I have done the exact same thing as Joe Schilling, and I can tell you it cost me a lot of money because this guy's going to sue Joe. No doubt about it. And this is the ones you just got to walk away. Yes, when he turns around, the guy does come towards him almost in an aggressive, fashion as far as, would, or some kind of, verbal confrontation. But he's not looking to throw blows with Joe. That's not what's there. Joe just decides, okay, I'll end this fast. Guy comes forward, he throws a right, left, and the guy's out and on the ground, and then just walks away. He didn't. Thank God he didn't jump on him and do any more damage. But it's such a different world now, and this is part of what social media has done. Is people think that, they can just do things, say things, and there will be no consequence to that action or that response that they gave. Oh, they're not going to hit me. There's people out there that will light your ass up, and Joe Schilling is one of them. And I know I heard about this, and that Joe said that the guy made threats against him. I don't know anything about those. I didn't see the. I saw he came forward, said something. I don't know what he said. Only Joe knows that. But, this is not going to go well as far as I don't see Joe going to jail for this. But there's two types of courts. There's criminal court and there's civil court. And I guarantee you that dude is going to be getting a lawyer because all the lawyers are lining up. As soon as they heard Joe Schilling fighter, they're lining up because they're seeing money, and they're gonna go after him. And this guy's gonna have irreparable harm, damage for the rest of his life, all kinds of lies. I'm not saying that the guy didn't get lit up. He did. Did he get knocked out? Could he have some type of injury? He could. I'm not saying he doesn't, but they're gonna try to, expound upon it and make it so much worse than anything that is actually there, and they're going to try to get money out of him. I can just tell you, I've been there where, close to the same situation, but the guy grabbed me and is pulling on my shirt. And so I did the same thing and kind of looked like the same result. And $250,000 is what I was sued for over that. So Joe's got a good one coming. It's coming. Trust me. Yeah. Sorry, brother. It was a nice right hand, though.
Ooh, nasty. Wouldn't want
to
bang into that in the bar. And
sometimes you just got to walk away. Okay, all right, let's be honest. I know Michael Bisping just said he got punched in New Orleans, right? And he basically said, I don't know, the guy, he was taking a picture or something like that. Someone showed me, and that he got punched by the guy, and, he said that the punch was so soft that he just laughed at him and kind of walked away. But honestly, unfortunately, that's what you got to do. And it's not that Michael Bisping can't fight, obviously. He would whoop whoever, touched him. He'd whoop his ass. But Michael's got to do exactly what he did. Just walk away. It's not worth it. It's going to end up costing you a ton in lawyer fees. And I mean, lawyers, they will get you. It's a matter of, as long as that other person is dragging that thing out, you're paying your lawyer. And then it gets down to the point where they say, well, it becomes this whole thing of, all right, yes, we can drag this out longer and you're going to win, but to drag it out that much longer, it's going to be another $50,000 or $55,000, another $70,000 in lawyer fees, and they want $25,000. Let's just pay them the $25,000. And it's like, no, don't want to do it because I'm not paying that bastard. But this is what happens. And so I know that Michael had the same type of thing, but he just walked away. And that's, unfortunately, if you're a fighter, don't fight on the streets for free. Get paid to fight.